Okay, so the first day we started off in a place called Robertville. It's a little place in Belgium. As you can see in the footage, today started off with really rough terrain already, with lots of roots. As you might know, GoPro really flattens out the image, so I'm riding that slow because it's really steep, but GoPro doesn't show that. Luckily for us, Peter, he's the random stranger that I met, which is a stranger now anymore. He had a GPS device, and that's a good thing because otherwise we would have been lost like 1,000 times. Some of the footage I really had to stabilize because the track was very rough, but I really wanted to use the footage, so I used warp stabilizer. And it looks a little weird, but it's okay, and it really shows just how rough the track is. I should really get a gimbal sometime. Some of the parts of the track were really tricky. As you can see here, I slide out and almost fall into the water. Luckily for me, it was quite warm weather, so it would have been a disaster. But yeah, that just shows how tricky and technical the track actually is. That was it for day one. We actually had that much fun that we decided to meet up another time that same week. And as you can see, we're here at day two. We started off with a really tiring climb, which we didn't have a warm up, so yeah, we were quite tired when we got up. And this track was a little more mellow than the previous one. This I would call more of a cross-country track. The first one really was enduro, and this was more of a cross-country. As you can see, the descents are fast, but they aren't very technical, so yeah. We did find this rock garden though. It wasn't really a rock garden, but at least it wasn't meant for mountain biking, but we just used it like that, and as you can see, I just rode down it. Unfortunately, I got a flat tire, but luckily I had a tire repair kit, and Peter really taught me how to repair an inner tube. Of course I knew how to do it, but he taught me some tips and tricks, which made it go faster. long after we repaired the inner tube, I got another flat tire, which we also had to repair. I think I was riding a bit too hard. It was a snake bite, so I probably jumped and landed on a wrong stone or something, on the sharp edge or something, I don't know. On day 3 we decided to cycle a marathon actually in Aschuf in Belgium. Unfortunately for Peter, he didn't really have his lucky day because his drop post stopped working, so he had to climb everything with his saddle down, which was terrible. He was really upset about it, and I totally get that. But we did have a nice day, except for that one thing. Unfortunately, it wasn't that technical. It really was cross country, and we didn't really have an adrenaline rush or something. It really was an easy track. Well, at least if your drop post is working, but even in the bike shop they didn't know how to repair it. It was just a matter of bleeding the drop post, but yeah, at the bike shop they couldn't do that. It's a bit weird, but you know. Because it was a marathon, we did have a spot where we could get some food and some drinks, so that's really nice of them. We also saw these ENDURO moto races on the way down, which was quite funny because they were going like really fast down the hill. And of course I got a flat tire right before the finish, so I could do a little walk of shame down the finish line. And that's pretty much the story of how I met a random stranger, and we had 3 really awesome mountain biking days. And it just shows that social media isn't just for being online. You can actually meet people, and you can't just meet everybody, and I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, it's not my fault if you get fucking murdered, but you know, if you choose wisely, you can definitely have a nice time.